Welcome back to the podcast. Roll the intro.
Yeah, they call me a savage. Now I'm putting in work. I hustle and grind, I put in the time, get what I deserve. Savage.
We on, bro.
Just checking the cameras. Fuck me. It's one of those days.
One of those days when you wanna be.
All good. So last week we'd done the how to set your goals and a few
bro.
tips around that. And then we're sort of going to talk about making that plan towards that goal.
Cool.
So the next step.
Yep.
Which I think is a good thing to do and sort of how we do it and like to figure it out. So making the plan.
Yeah, beautiful, bro. I thought I'd just bounce off you when it comes to this stuff because, you know, I'm still learning this stuff, man. And, you know, I use the stuff that you've taught me already as a bit of a catalyst for the way that I want to achieve things, especially in this year.
Yeah, sweet. So our first one we're going to do like physical goal. So lose 5 kilos.
Yep.
So just getting the baseline, you know, how much do you weigh? Is
How much do you weigh?
The
Yep.
first thing you
Yeah,
probably
cool.
want to know. So you do that in the morning. Usually after you go to the toilet
Yep.
is the best baseline to get for weight, I feel.
Yep. Super important to get that done too, eh? Like, I think I've seen something from Hamosi saying, like, you know, he wakes up and looks at his bank account every day, which, you know, subconsciously makes him thinking about throughout the day about making money. So the same thing for weight loss, right? You want to start off with your baseline.
Yeah, 100%. And your weight fluctuates between like 1 to 3 kilos probably during
Yep.
the day. So it's good to just have your baseline in the morning.
Because you always know to.
Yep.
Yeah, I was doing that at the end of last year. I was writing down my weight every day. So, yeah, it's always in the top of the brain.
It's good check-in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so at least you got your baseline, and then how are you going to achieve that goal of losing 5 kilos? So there's 100 different diets to choose. Do you want to go carnivore? Do you want to go paleo? Do you want to go fasting, intermittent fasting?
Yep. What's your preference?
Me is
What do you think's the most maintainable
for
for
myself.
these guys?
Oh, for these guys? Fuck, I don't know.
Mm,
Yeah, it's hard to say. It's whatever works for that person, I always feel like.
yep. I think I've enjoyed making sure I keep my protein intake. So I just base it all off, you know, obviously 200 grams a day is what I'm trying to hit every day. And then, you know, whatever my calories are worked out for the day. Let's just say I've got, you know, 3,000 calories to work with for that day. So if I eat my 200 grams of protein, might be steak, might be chicken, whatever, sort of put it into my Fitness Pal app, see how many calories I've got to work with for the rest of the day. And then I'm pretty free with that sort of stuff. You know, I might have yogurt, I might splurge a little bit here and there, but yeah, that's been a bit of a change for me because usually I'm just carnivore and I just go, you know, balls ahead, and it never works. So yeah, this has been very much a maintainable sort of thing, and especially with the training that I'm doing, it's working really well.
I think it's good to count calories sometimes, because you don't realize how much you actually eat and how much, yeah.
It's just
As
like
in
weighing.
food.
Yeah, it's just like weighing yourself every day, bro. You're always thinking about it. It's always you know, front of mind. So yeah, it works for me, and I feel like it will work for other people too.
I have a good general idea of how much calories are in different things, and if I eat that, then
Yep.
you know I'm going to go over or under.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm usually around that 3,500 calories I can probably do a day to maintain.
Yep.
Under, lose weight, over, gain weight.
Yeah.
And that's sort of, I don't think much people know that.
Yeah. I didn't even know that, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and it took, you know, the last year to sort of figure that out for myself. You know, and when I do go hard out and I go into carnivore and I do lose, it's actually like, I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, because in the back of my head, I know what needs to be done to lose weight, but I don't know what needs to be done to maintain and hold, which is the learning at the moment. And I think it's a really cool point.
Yep. So pick your diet.
Yep.
Stick to it.
Yep.
I think understanding the calories in, calories out thing.
Yep.
So you can increase your activity
Yep.
to get in a calorie deficit. Yeah. And then you want to plug in your Monday to Friday.
Okay.
How you going to plan out your week, where you're going to eat. Because sometimes freestyling when you haven't got results is not going to work.
Yeah, I'm famous.
Yeah.
I'm famous for that sometimes, and yeah.
Having just a general, so hey, you might have like I don't eat breakfast because
Yep.
I've saved my calories for later in the day. So that sort of intermittent fasting of black coffee, which is pretty much 0 calories.
Yep.
water, and I can always get to lunch.
Yeah, I'm pretty similar to myself, bro. And always, I feel like it works. I feel like breakfast is overrated, to be honest, man.
Yeah.
You know, that early morning period. And like I always said in the past episodes, I like to train in the mornings as well. We both like to train in the mornings as well. And having that sort of hunger in the back of your mind certainly pushes you through those weight sessions.
Yeah, I like getting all my work done usually before I eat first. Well, we ate today, but
Yeah, and which sort of comes back to what you're saying, like, you know, scheduling, because I think it's important for guys to sort of figure out where those time slots are, right? You know, you might be a night shift worker. You got to figure it out. You got to write down your week and see what times you're working with, and then be able to implement whatever diet you're doing or whatever nutrition plan that you're on.
Nutrition is tough too, because
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you can have one meal and it fucks you.
Yeah, exactly.
So you go Monday to Sunday.
Yep.
I always find Monday to Friday super easy. Saturday, Sundays, I'm sort of all over the shop.
Okay.
So yeah, Monday to Friday. Just get a basic structure, and then you can freestyle around it when you need, don't you think?
Yeah, yeah.
For most people.
Yeah, like I feel like, you know, what's working for me these days is having the structure for the 6 day of the week, like the 6 days, sorry. And then that one little day where I get to sort of splurge for myself, which I never used to do before, which has been a very new experience. But yeah, it's like I said to you before, it's something that's maintainable for me and that I can hold for, you know, the whole year.
Yep.
On the back of, you know, some hard training.
Lots of water.
Lots of water.
Lots of protein.
Yeah,
Just keeps the hunger levels down a lot.
You know, like I took off Hamosi. One of my favorite meals to do at the moment is to mix that Chobani yogurt with the meal replacements. Have you seen them, bro?
Nah.
So you go pro or whatever, like Chobani yogurt, and then you get one of those sachets that you get from any nutrition shop, whatever, and then you just drop it into the yogurt and just mix it up. Hectic. Like, it's sort of like a replacement for dessert for me, because I'm a bit of a sweet tooth when it comes to late at nights, like anyone. And yeah, that's been a real cool thing for me to sort of figure out.
I'm chips, bro. Packs of chips. Fuck. Can pump a whole pack easy, large one.
What do you think about accountability when it comes to nutrition?
Yeah, so levels of accountability. So there's yourself.
Yep.
And if you haven't kept yourself accountable to yourself over the years and you're, you know,
yeah,
in your 30s and 40s already, then fuck, it's time to get a coach, nutrition coach. They're online, they're everywhere. Or an in-person.
Yeah.
Even a PT can sort of keep you
accountable.
Yeah,
bro.
A good one.
Yeah, I think like you said, bro, accountability is the main one. You know, making sure someone can keep to their schedule. That's it. You know, that's the job. Once they've got the plan together.
But yeah, there's levels to everything. I think in any industry.
Yep.
What I've probably learnt most in my 30s is you can have shit and good in any industry. Don't you think?
Yeah.
There's PTs that are great, and there's ones that are shit. You can even have doctors that are shit, and like great surgeons.
Picking one that's, you know, suitable for yourself, depending on your personality, depending if you know, can have a good conversation, if there's, you know, a good level of respect. I feel like is the case. And in most cases, the PTs that do, or nutritionists, or anyone that does really well, are just good people. So pick and choose wisely.
I know what we can touch on too.
What?
How to be a fucking good client. Like,
yeah.
Hey, don't you think how to be coachable is a big thing as well? Like, some people just are not coachable, and we come across them a lot. And they're always trying to pick and choose. They never listen. They don't do the right things, and then they complain about the results that they haven't got with the work they haven't done.
Yeah. It's all, you know.
What is that, delusion? A bit of delusion? Or
delusion. There's
just no one's called them on their shit, like.
Yeah. I think there's, like, you know, the sincere candor that we do dish out. And
that's it. Beautiful.
Yeah. Sincere candor, bro. Like, you've got to understand it. You've got to be willing to.
Because it irks us, eh? Like, our first initial reaction to someone saying a really dumb thing is like.
Yeah. You just want, like, fuck, I'm still emotional, bro. Like, and like when someone says something to me, like they want to quit, or they haven't been getting it done, and then you can sort of figure out just from questioning them why. And most times, like we said the other day, it's always the same fucking things. Like, it's on repeat for everyone. And I think the art of coaching and the art of being a good client is understanding where you're going wrong and being very honest with yourself. peeling back the layers, as we always say, bro. And yeah, being a good client is pretty simple, man. You know, we were very blessed to be athletes because we understand how to be coached. You know, now the art is being able to coach other people that don't have that experience. So yeah, man, good point. I like it.
Yeah, it's a tough job. You got to be able to do the work that your coach says.
But it's simple, bro. Like, we spoke about this the other day. What you do is very simple. You went on fucking holiday for a couple of days and you got your work done, right? You know, even though you missed out on the push-ups, you said you got your mobility one. So I'm like, fuck, well, you know, that's pretty simple. You're on holiday with your family, but yeah, some people just dish out really, really.
Yeah, because the biggest excuse I get when people on holiday is they fucking drop off, and like I do it to just prove myself that point that, you know, I got my mobility work done while on holiday. Don't need any area. There's no excuses. You got so much time. You got even more time, you know, but just people are easy to fall into bad habits straight away.
And just having patience too, bro. Like, I feel like a lot of people have, you know, high expectations of themselves and of the coach, and they're not willing to put in that time frame. You know, what you said a couple of weeks ago was, you know, that 12-week period in order for you to see results or to feel results. You know, if you're just doing it for 4 weeks and then you're expecting, you know, to be fucking the man or the woman in that space of time, you know, some people, it does get that fast, but most people need, you know, 3-4 months underneath their belt before they see any results, which is the patience game, you know, the long game.
Yeah, people just need to be way more patient. I think if you zoom out on the timeline, man, that's where the magic happens. People are looking at 4 weeks. 12 weeks isn't even much.
No, it's not, bro. You know, like, I look at the program, right? Monday to Friday, 5 days a week, 20 sessions a month, and that's, 60 sessions. That's
still not much, eh?
Not much, bro. Like, but, you know, you get the work done. If you tick off those 60 sessions, you are going to get results. I can, you know, fucking borderline promise anyone, because anyone that has done it, you know, and we both shared those results on Instagram, which is the purpose of it, they get results. So just be patient, man.
I'm finding that 100 session mark, those people are just like next level.
Yeah.
They've separated themselves
from the pack.
Yeah, the pack so much.
Fuck
like,
yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
And I hate when people drop off between that 60 and 70.
Yeah, bro.
Like, it's like, oh, you just nearly got there.
Frustrating phase.
Fuck, that's probably the worst time compared to the guys that drop off after a month. That, you know?
But even like during that Christmas period, bro, like, you know, it's been pretty cool for both of us to see the guys who have stuck on, bro. Like, you go on and you see the feedback and you see the completion rate and you see, like, just like, fuck, high five virtually.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You've done a really good job.
I think those are the people that would probably have a beer with or a water with, you know?
You know what I mean? Yeah, bro.
Like, you know, they're
more
from
time
the
of day.
same caliber person as yourself, you know?
It makes things easy, bro. And like I told you the other day, like one of the bros, Brendan, I don't know if you listen, Brendan, but, you know, he got up me and it was cool, bro. Like, you know, he's my client, I'm the coach, and we both speak to each other pretty, you know, on and off, you know, on socials and all that sort of stuff. And he goes to me, pretty much made an excuse, and he's like, bro, this is not you. And I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, bro, you're being soft, cuz. And I was like, ooh, fuck. But that's the sort of relationship that we're building.
And it's good to have people around you that call you out on your bullshit.
100%. Like, bullshit is bullshit, bro. And the more people that call it out on you, then the more honest you're going to be with yourself.
Exactly.
Mad.
Yeah, I think it's good to have those people that call you out, like a group of friends that, you know, bro, I've been blah, blah, blah. Because fucking sort your shit out, bro.
Fucking oath. You know, it's like
and be that person to your mates as well. Just call them out.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
It's
important,
drop the
ball.
Bro. There's not enough of it these days, bro.
Not like, fuck, you're a mad cunt. You went to Juicy Fest. Fuck your Juicy Fest.
Fuck your Juicy Fest. Fuck, bro. If you're 34, I love you, everyone, but if you're out in Juicy Fest and you're 35 years old like me, I think you need to pull your shit together. Jokes. Love you all.
Good old Ja Rule pumping it.
Ja Rule, bro. He's got the steroids going. He's on the field.
Exhibit.
Living it up.
Fuck, it was everyone from our
day. That's why everyone out from our generation went. And I understand it, but yeah, that's not me for me anymore, bro. I'd rather get a juicy chest.
Yeah, I've seen that post. That's good. Let's go back to our plan. So strength-wise, if we had a strength goal or even a mobility goal, so I've just got strength. I want to do 100 kilos for 10 reps.
Yep.
bench, squat, or deadlift. Anyone, pick one.
Yep.
So get your baseline. You
Yep.
might be at 60 for 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then, so that'll be your baseline.
So quick question, what's your baseline for your bench?
Fuck at the moment?
Mm-hmm.
I think 140 for 10.
Oh, did you want to hear that? Fuck me.
Yeah. We've done
140
that
for 10.
110 or
50
5 sets of
yeah.
10. So I could probably do, 140 to 150 for 10, I reckon.
So that's like your standard. That's what you, in
I
your head,
use
you're
that
like.
DS50 bench as my baseline. I'm pretty sure if I can do, I just love having that volume, keep that volume. I'm trying to turn some of those DS50 hundreds and just to my everyday normal.
Normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you can just drop down and someone can do 20 push-ups.
Yeah,
I want
yeah,
that
yeah.
to be the same,
Yeah, that's hectic.
you know?
Yeah.
It's just dialing that in to always be there without too much training. It's just your baseline.
Okay.
Yeah. You did it today, so
Yeah, I was super stoked,
Fuck,
bro.
that was
I was
mad,
fucking
bro.
so happy, bro. When I looked in, I was like, fuck yeah, 500 push-ups a day, bro. It's working.
yeah, it's good to see how those 500 push-ups you've been doing translates
Yeah.
to that volume,
Yeah,
that
bro.
endurance, hey.
100%. And that's what it felt like.
Used to die out, eh?
I get to the third set, I'm looking up at you and you're like, come on, bro. I'm like, nah, get it off, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I even felt that by the second or third set. It just felt like it was bouncing. And then I was just pretty confident. But normally I get nervous going underneath that. But because I know in the back of my head I've done fucking 9,000 push-ups since January 1st, I know that I had it in me. It's just a matter of seeing what it felt like now.
Yeah, 100%. Same like going to footy training, you got the beep test.
Yeah, bro.
You ain't fucking nervous if you've been running the whole Christmas period.
Nah, it's just the fucking...
You're only nervous if you haven't done the work.
It's just another run, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's
and you
cool,
know
bro.
you're going to kill it. So, that was good to see. And 110's a PB as well.
Yeah, PB for me, bro. That's like, I know that if I get underneath 140 like yourself, I'll be able to push that.
Yeah,
limit.
I think that translates to 140 for 10. So,
yeah. We'll just have to see
but
it.
it needs sometimes like when you're doing those 100 kilos for high reps, you need a few weeks to
build that. Yeah.
just to get the body back. It's there,
Mm-hmm.
but it just needs a bit of tapering with a bit of heavier weight because you haven't,
Yeah.
pushed
haven't felt that.
120, 130, 140s and those. So I always like to do that. I've been doing like a Thursday, just the heavy,
Heavyweight.
just so my body knows it. Because sometimes when you go from 100 to 140, it's like,
Bit scary,
fuck,
yeah.
your body freaks out. But the strength's there.
Yeah.
It just takes another 2 weeks of dialing in that heavier weight.
DS50s, man, they work.
So that's right there. So fucking we go off the cuff all the time. So 100 times 10 reps, you get your baseline. And then how much frequency can you train that exercise?
What do you mean? What do you mean by that,
Exercises are
bro?
different. Bench press, you can probably do like 2 barbell sessions a week. And then depending on how your shoulders react, I
Yep.
feel like you need probably 2 or 3 days in between
Okay.
chest sessions. I think some people are not used to training things so frequently.
Yeah.
Once a week.
Yeah,
Like
exactly,
people do
bro.
once just a week. I do it twice for 20 years.
For the last 10
That's
years.
why I can do like so many reps.
So figuring out your frequency, figuring out how many times you can get it done, and
Yeah.
which is a good point that you made before, bro. You said that Tuesday, Thursday split that we have, you're actually feeling like you need that extra day to be able to push that heavy weight, right? So you push that out to Friday instead,
yeah.
which is like, how we like to roll. So we've got the plan in place, which is how many times we want to get it done, and then being able to not freestyle, but adjust accordingly depending on what your goals are.
Mm. Yeah, so when I look at my training week, I mix it up and I like to hit chest.
Yep.
Or upper body at least twice a week.
Yep.
Whatever over the week and 2 lowers minimum sort of style.
Yep. But mine, what's been working for me really well, bro? So like, I'm a basics man. I like to strip things back, and ever since I've been doing the 500 push-ups every day, I felt like it wasn't matching what I was doing for weights because it was all over the shop. So what I did was strip things back, and Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I do the same fucking thing, the same session, which I spoke to you about before. And then on the back of that, I've got the push-ups, which I'm doing every day, and then that Tuesday and Thursday session, and like I said before, we've got the plan in place. We know what we're going to do. And then today I felt like, because I've been doing so much push, I needed to get some pull involved, which has been, which was good today because I felt it.
Yep. And then if you're super specialized, say you're powerlifter or weightlifter, then you need a bit more specialized training and frequency. You maybe need more rest, bigger rest breaks, and that's sort of where context comes into play, and sorting yourself out a powerlifting or weightlifting coach to help with those things. Yeah,
which is probably the main point with everything here. Being able to get a coach or someone who is a mentor or someone who can actually guide you through this stuff, especially if you're new to any of these sort of styles of training or thoughts.
Yeah, get 12 weeks of a PT once a week.
Yeah, man. It's not that hard. I think a lot of people just...
Same amount as you spend on your Juicy Fest ticket.
Fucking oath,
yeah, no, 200 for a ticket. Another couple hundred for drinks and $100 for Uber.
Spend more money on your health rather than your fucking self.
Yeah, if I had my 20s over again, I'd probably invest a lot more. And then that probably goes into business.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, I've got a good question for you. What will your 40-year-old self say to you? Know how we talk about our 30s to our 20s? What's our 40-year-old self going to say to us in our 30s?
Fuck.
You
first, bro. You first.
Fuck, I was just like...
Good on you, bro.
Know how we say invest in a coach physically, then I think since we're like both business-wise, that might be the next thing.
Ooh, nice.
Know how Mosey says like you're taking experience from...
Yeah, that's cool.
Those guys, I think will be something along those lines.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool, bro. And yeah.
I reckon we're heaps of time wasting we're still doing.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah,
like,
100%, bro. Like, dial in. Like, spend some more time. Dial in, which probably brings me to what sort of wanted to make a point on this, bro. Like, I always have conversations about time. I'm always trying to figure out fucking what time to wake up and all that sort of stuff. And I think it's really important for these guys that are planning, how to do their 2023 because everyone's different, right? Like I said to you before, there's the shift workers, there's athletes, whatever you are. It's really important because I've done this for myself. It's really important to write down what you're doing throughout your week first. And then to figure out where your time slots are for your training, for your family, and for all that sort of stuff, which comes back to the stuff that we said last week, being able to actually know what you're spending your time on, what your priorities are, and then being able to fill the gaps, and which is important because you always say this to me. Make sure when you fucking remove some time, bro, you're doing something with it, which is what the 40-year-old would say to us now, I reckon.
I think so. I think I had a good one where some guy on YouTube, he does like a spreadsheet, 6 a.m. to midnight.
Yeah.
Every hour accountable. Write it in what you do.
Yeah.
Fuck, you'll be amazed. I haven't done it because I know I'm going to have a shit one. Fuck. I better do it.
Yeah, I think, along those lines, bro. Utilising our time a little bit more. I think spending less time, even though we do enjoy coffee, spending less time doing that sort of fun stuff that we enjoy.
I love a coffee.
I love a coffee too, bro. Sitting there just like... And you always look at me going, bro, another one? Like, why not, my cuz? Let's go.
Shop, bro. That was a good potty.
Yeah, me.
Sweet.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, they call me a savage. I'm putting in work. I hustle and grind. I put in the time, get what I deserve. Savage.